Welcome students. In the construction technology and management, we are seeing about the construction equipment, and today we will see about the trucks and the dump trucks. Okay. So handling equipment, so what is hauling equipments and handling equipments are the equipments used for the transportation of materials are called as the hauling equipments. Men, machineries, equipments, everything they have to take from one place to another place, then they call it as the hauling equipments or they call it as the handling equipments. Okay. Again I am telling you hauling, or the other name we call it as the handling equipments, which are helpful to take the materials in a horizontal direction from one place to another. For example, to get the earth from one place to dump it in another place, we have this hauling or handling equipment. The next one, it is the hoisting equipment. Hoisting equipment is similar to lift. Okay, so to carry the material from the this is the ground floor to the top floor, that is vertical direction, right? This is horizontal direction. This is vertical direction. So in today's class, we will see about the hauling equipments, which the materials will be taken in the horizontal direction. Haulers may operate on the roadways or railways. Roadways, we have trucks and other things. Railways, we have railway trucks. And it involves transportation of building materials, carriage and disposal of excavated earth, and haulage of heavy construction equipment. That is the materials or the excavated earth to be dumped somewhere, or for the construction equipment people. So trucks are the hauling units that provide relatively low hauling cost because of their high travel speeds. So they have very high travel speeds, trucks, but they have very low hauling cost. Trucks provide a high degree of flexibility, permitting modification to the total hauling capacity of a fleet and adjustment to changing the haul distance. Most trucks may be operated over any hauled road for which the surface is sufficiently firm and smooth. This is okay, that it will have very good speed, on which the grades are not excessively steep. You can see any type of road that trucks can be used. They are classified on the basis of dumping: dump trucks, side dump trucks, rear dump trucks, bottom dump trucks and dumper. And based on this, small changes are there. Classification we will see. Most trucks may be operated over any hauled road, right? Any type of road which is firm and smooth, on which the grades are not excessively steep. Some trucks now in use are designated as off-highway trucks because of their size and the total load are very high. They cannot use the highways and they are not permitted to use the public highways. So these trucks are used for hauling materials for the larger project sites, or taking the materials and also the equipment, and where the high cost is there, it is not economical. The standard dump truck is the structure with the dump body mounted on the front. So any trucks will be having a dump body that is mounted on the chain, and they are actually raised by a hydraulic ram mounted under the front of the body, or a horizontal hydraulic dump. Ram and lever arrangement between the frame rails and the back of the bed is hinged at the back of the tower. Mostly it is hinged in this condition so that it can be used to unload the material. Trucks may be classified according to the number of factors, including the size and type of the engine, gasoline, diesel, butane, propane, the number of gears, the type of drive, 2-wheel, 4-wheel, 6-wheel, etc., the number of wheels and axles, and arrangement of the driving wheels. And the next one, the method of dumping the load, near rear dump, side dump or bottom dump, the class of material. So today we will see only about this part, that is the method of dumping the material. That is a very important thing. Okay. So here you can see the distance is the principal factor which determines the hauling units. So tractor or wheel tractor, toe type tractors, elevated wheel tractors, scrappers, right? Articulated tractors, or we call it as the dumpers. So here is a rear dumper, bottom, and you can see that is a side dumping tracks. So we will see about the dumping trucks. They are used for earth moving purpose, to excavated earth to be moved and it to be dumped in another place. We use this type of trucks. The selection of the type of dump trucks for a specific job depends upon the soil condition. Mostly, it depends upon the soil condition which trucks we have to use for this. So this is one of the side dump and this rear dump trucks. These are heavy duty trucks with strongly built body which is hinged on the truck chassis at the rear end and one side respectively. So it will be mostly, it is hinged in the rear end so that it can be moved like this. And these trucks are suitable for handling wet clay, sand, gravel, quarry rocks. That is the excavated materials to handle and to haul to some distance. We are using these trucks. So this is a side dump trucks. This is you can see where it can be moved. It will be hinged here with the hydraulic jack the same way so that it will be moved in one direction. Which direction we need it, we can move it. Side dump trucks consist of 3-axle tractor pulling a 2-axle semi-trailer. So it has hydraulic ramps which tilt the dump body onto the side, either this side or that side. Either side can be removed and the material to either the left or right side of the trailer. The key advantage of the side dumps are that it allows rapid unloading and can carry more weight. The materials to be hauled is free-flowing and has bulky components. The hauling units must dump into restricted location or over the edge of a bag or fill. Maximum maneuverability of the loading and dumping area is required when we go for the rear dump. So we won't have the small area, we need a very large area for the rear dump because to unload it, it has to have a very big layer. So this one, it is the bottom trunks, it is similar to the semi-trailers in which the bottom part will have the drum and it will kind of unload the materials when it is in the moving condition or the rear is at rest conditions. Okay, the body of the truck remains in the same position and discharge of the material takes place through the bottom of our opening through the longitudinal gates. Okay, so here you can see this is loading of the material and it will be using these gates in the bottom. The material can be dumped. So no need of moving the this dumping portion. It will be easily, it can be done. The gates are hinged on the side of the body. The trucks are suitable for use in hauling free-flowing material such as sand, gravel, dry earth, hard clay, etc. So the other types of trucks based on these three major types are semi-trailer and dump trucks. Semi-end dump is a tractor-trailer combination wherein trailer itself contains the hydraulic hose. So it will have, it is not hinged, so it may be easily used for the things. So transfer dump trucks are used for this transfer dump is a standard dump truck pulling a separate trailer. It will have a separate trailer that is moving along with it. And movable cargo container which can also be loaded with the construction aggregates. Say either gravel, sand, asphalt, clinker, snow, wood chips, anything can be loaded. So the trucks will be having some cargo parts where it will also can be trailer and it can be trailed all along. It can be taken all along. Truck and pump means as we say dog and dog pump. It is a similar thing with the main thing there will be another, this loader will be there. So they are similar to a transfer pump but it consists of a standard dump truck pulling a dump trailer. The pump trailer unlike the transfer has its own hydraulic ram and is capable of self-unloading. So it can itself can unload it, the material, it will have the self thing. Super dump truck is a very big one and it can take very huge amount of materials and it can haul at a very higher speed and it can dump the materials very easily. That is the main thing of the super dump trucks. You can see here how many wheels are there. So it will haul very easily. Semi-trailer bottom truck, it is similar to that transfer truck but it is having it will have semi-trailers and it will also have, so it will also take very high loads because you can see how much this tires are there. The double and triple trailer bottom truck, similar to the one trailer, they will have 2 or 3 trailers attached to it. Okay. So the winter trucks are used for removing the ice and roll-off trucks are used for having the machineries or something. It will have a rails like this where it can be loaded and it can be reloaded very easily. Off-highway dump trucks are the very big trucks that are used not in the regular highway. And another is the dumpers, or we call it as articulated hauler. This is a very, compared to the dump trucks, these dumpers are able to carry more materials and can haul to very high distance at a very good speed. It is having a high speed pneumatic wheeled trucks. It is short tires, strong bodies, loading, hauling and dumping is done very fast compared to the other equipment. That is, compared to the dump trucks, this will haul, this will fastly, it can unload the materials. Suitable for short hauls or rough roads, especially where a shuttle movement is required, we can go in for this type of trucks, that is we call it as the dumpers, right? So this is one of the comparison between the haul trucks and the dumpers. Already we can say it is having high speed, you have short chairs, strong bodies, loading can be done very fast, suitable for things. Okay. Now we go for the capacity of the truck. Based on the capacity, you can see it is the 8,500 kgs to 12,500 kgs. Then it is having 13,500 to 16,500, 16 to 18,000 kgs, 36,000 to 48,000 kgs. So similar to this, we have different types of trucks are there. So actually another thing that is more essential in the truck is the formation of tires. So 35% of the truck operating cost is there in the tires, and based on the tire, that is based on the thickness of the tires, based on the strength of the tires, the loading capacity depends. So you can see here, this is the 340 ton truck which is having so much of very huge tires that is attached to it. You can see here it is having so much of trucks. You can see how much big the tire is. So we have completed the trucks. Now next we will go in for the compaction. Welcome students in the construction technology and equipments. We are going in for seeing about the compaction equipment and types of compaction rollers. This is a small topic. So compaction equipments are used to compact the earth surface to expel the air from the earth surface, and it have to achieve a high density smooth wheel rollers are used for best of gravel sands, gravels and clay soils and reasonably high moisture contents. Pneumatic tire rollers. Pneumatic tire are used for best for clays with reasonably high moisture content, where sheep foot rollers are used for clays with low moisture content. So we will go for the type of rollers. The first one it is smooth wheel rollers. The second one it is sheep foot rollers. The third one it is pneumatic type rollers. And sheep foot rollers are classified as ordinary sheep foot, convertible roller and turn foot roller. So smooth wheel roller, already we have seen this type of rollers in the roads. This will have a one compaction and two compaction, which is bigger than the front one at the back. So plain steel rollers, self-propelled type, weighing from 5 to 15 tons, used for ordinary rolling work where deep compaction is not required. These rollers may have one front and two rear wheels. The rear wheels being usually larger in diameter than the front one. Why? It is going for winding. So I have told you now that the rear wheels, back wheels will be higher compared to the front wheels. So it will be easily can be used for the winding purpose. The weight of the rollers may be increased by filling water or sand ballast to the hollow cylinder. Hollow cylinders will be there at the back where we can even go for it. And it is having different capacity from 5 to 15 tons. And these rollers are effective in compacting granular soil such as sand, gravel and crushed stones. So next one, it is a sheep foot roller. Sheep foot roller, you can see it is having a sheep, it is like this. So it can actually make the smooth rollers can only go in for the surface. This can even compact the soil underneath. Okay. So the compacting earthwork in bank embankments, canals, compaction deep into the layer of the earth is required. This gives best results in compaction when the soil is predominantly cohesive and impervious. The sheep foot rollers may weigh up to 15 tons to or more. Up to 15 tons we can go for plain rollers. Here more than 15 tons we can go for the sheep. Up to 15 tons we can go for the sheep rollers. It travels at the speed of 25 kilometers per hour. A roller moves over the surface. The feet penetrates into the soil, produce a kneading action. Right? It will knead it. Right? It will knead like this, so that the compaction will be more. The expulsion of air will be more in this type. And a pressure is fixed and compact the soil from bottom top layer. With repeated passages of the roller, the penetration of the feet decreases. You can see here, this is a sheep feet roller. Last one, it is a pneumatic type roller. It consists of a base or a platform mounted between two axles, the rear of which has more weave than the front. Most suitable for compacting fine-grained soils, well-graded sands. Ballasting is done using water, sand, pig iron in order to increase the self-weight. So you can see this is a pneumatic roller. We can go for 4 wheels or n number of wheels depending upon the capacity what we want, and it is acted by the pneumatically loading, so that it can give more pressure than the other two types. So major advantages is to control the ground contact pressure by altering the weights of the machine, increasing the number of wheels, increasing the tire width, and changing the contact area of the type contact pressure. That is either the number of wheels can be increased or increasing the breadth, that is the size of the wheels. We can increase the contact area between the wheels or the ground, by which we can have more efficiency. So this is one of the pneumatic type rollers. So these are the different types of rollers available. So by this I complete the 3rd unit. Next we start with the 4th unit. Thank you.